Hi guys, welcome to Geeks in Motion. We're back again with another show on the top 3 Kickstarter campaigns we've discovered this week. Thanks very much for everyone who tuned in to our pilot show and for all your feedback and comments. And we're going to kick off this week with Nate's pick.
My favourite project on Kickstarter this week is Once Upon a Time in the 1970s. It's season 2 of a B-movie sci-fi style web series. Basically, I think that any project that advertises adventure, science and robots as the key selling points is totally worth talking about. But these aren't just any robots, no, these are 1970s Pimp Robots. The coolest thing about this project is that they're doing all of the robot effects in actual practical effects style. They're doing it with giant life-size robots and little stop-motion animation characters, which is really cool. And they're doing it all on a really tiny budget. And this is the kind of project that's really going to appeal to you if you're a big fan of like Doctor Who or the other Doctor, Dr. Horrible. This is going to be a project you're going to enjoy. The team behind this have been regulars at the cons and festivals with their previous short films. And they've also put a lot of work into season 1 of Once Upon a Time in the 1970s, which you can watch on YouTube. And I'll put a link to that in the description below. And they've also got great plans for season 2. The best thing about this campaign is the selection of rewards that they've come up with, which really give you some 70s bang for your buck. The $35 tier includes the whole series on Blu-ray, and it comes in this cool like custom 5¼ inch floppy disk case to go with the theme of the like retro sci-fi. But not only that, some of the higher tiers include some really interesting stuff like replicas of the little stop motion robot and even a custom board game based on the series. They are 53% funded with 8 days to go, so go and check out season 1 on YouTube, and if you want to see more Pimp Robot action, check out their Kickstarter and support Once Upon a Time in the 1970s.
My pick this week is The Wild Adventures of Bebop Fuzz, which is an animated short about a cat called Bebop Fuzz who is born with only one of his 9 lives. Despite this, he strives to make the most of his one life and embarks on various adventures. So why did I pick this project? Because it's about a super cute cat, and if there's one thing I love, it's cats. And if you can see, I'm wearing my cat jumper to show my sport. Cat. They've adopted a really interesting style of animation for this short. They film these handmade puppets they've made, and then they manipulate it in post, so they give him like facial expressions, so his little eyebrows move and his eyes, and it gives it a kind of live action feel and a really unique look. You can tell they've really taken the time to develop the character of Bebop. He's not just a gimmick. The creator, Tim Scott, he talks about all the influences on the character, like SpongeBob SquarePants and Indiana Jones, and you can really see it all in this little cat, like his personality and the little clothes he wears. You know, they've created a really brilliant, funny character. The team have been really good about showing the progress of the project. You can see all the storyboards and the concept art, which also includes some watercolours by Tim Scott, the creator, which you can also get as part of your rewards if you back the project. You can tell the team have already put in a lot of time in developing the animation technique. They've already put out some test footage and some mini clips where you can see Bebop coming to life. And it just seems like a really sweet project. There's some really nice touches, like they put out images of Bebop photoshopped into things, like for Star Wars Day. They photoshopped him into an image in between C-3PO and George Lucas, which was super cool. And it just seems like the team are having a lot of fun with it. As of right now, they are 21% funded with 21 days to go. It's a project that seems like it has a lot of heart, so if it sounds like something you're interested in, go and back it, because if there's one thing the internet needs, it's more cat content.
This week's most kick-ass Kickstarter project is Recipes by People. And it's a cookbook generated by the Kickstarter backers themselves. It's being set up by a creative team in the UK, and they're using Kickstarter as a platform to crowdsource a collection of recipes from all over the world.
Yeah, so it's a really simple premise. There's only one reward tier, so each backer pledges £1, and they also contribute 1 recipe. And in return, they receive all the recipes as a unique PDF cookbook.
They've absolutely smashed their modest initial target of £10 and are currently at over £1,300, which means there's 1,300 recipes and rising coming to every backer. And that's pretty good value for a cookbook.
When we kickstarted our project, we were absolutely blown away by the community on Kickstarter, and this project is a perfect example of that, how crowdfunding can bring together a community of people with the same interests.
In this case, delicious food.
It's about food,
cooking,
sharing recipes,
and the people involved. It's all up to you.
Oh, no.
Thanks for joining us again on Geeks in Motion. Hope we shared some cool Kickstarter projects with you this week. For anyone who's just joined us for this one, we are hoping to do more, so subscribe to the channel for those.
And if you enjoyed the video, give us a cheeky like or leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback. If you have any projects you want to suggest, do let us know, because we'll go and check them out. But for now, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye! Cats!